What's up, everybody? Patrick Hickey Jr. here, bringing you another edition of Review Fix Plays. This week it is the Super Nintendo classic NHL 94. For those that grew up in the 3D gaming era, or even the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 2, NHL 94 is arguably the greatest hockey game ever created for a litany of reasons. The sequel to NHL Hockey and NHLPA Hockey 93, it was the first game that you were able to do a one-timer, and I'm sure you guys are probably like, who cares? Just a one-timer. Imagine playing a hockey game without a one-timer. And while it's not as bloody as NHLPA 93, which had a ton of fighting and blood spilling out of people's heads, the presentation here, as we just saw from Ron Barr, was a lot better. The visuals are better. You've got a logo in the middle of the ice. The game controls better. The passing is crisper. It's just a ton of fun. But at the same time, too, as you can see me here trying to do my best to try and score on Mike Richter, as Richter passes to Gardner, and Gardner up center ice. He shoots in a save by Glenn Haley. Kasparaitis up center ice. He shoots save by Richter. It's still a clunky game. It'll definitely take you, 3 or 4 games to kind of get the controls. There's this feeling that you're gliding along the ice, but checking people is so much fun. Benoit, he gets the puck taken away by Leach. Turgeon takes the puck away. He's looking for room. He passes to Thomas. Is taken away by Leach. Malikov to Hogue. The game is just so much fun. So again, you're looking at these visuals, and it looks like the goalies look like something out of like, oh, look at that, Esatikanen out for the game, baby. But see, in NHLPA 93, the thing that was cool was you would have seen blood like come out of his head and stuff. Here it goes, oh, got a breakaway, he shoots, and he doesn't, because I'm an idiot. The game definitely requires precision, so it's like here, just a wasted opportunity. I could have deked out the goalie, but the controls are very fine-tuned. It's not the same as the skill stick in NHL 08, 09, 2000, so on and so on and so on. This game was very, very different. There are ways that you could score repeatedly, like the same way over and over again, but it's so hard. Like now you see I'm getting hooked, like repeatedly. I'm getting like, my ass handed to me. And it's just very different from a hockey experience that you would have today. But at the same time, too, this game was so much better than anything else that had come out previously. Away from, the lack of fighting and blood of NHLPA. So this was the cool thing. The original NHL hockey had no National Hockey League Players Association sport. So they had all the teams, but they didn't have the real players. So it's like, in that game you had like Pat LaFontaine as 16 on the Islanders, and you had 99 as Gretzky on the Kings, but they didn't have the names. So it just felt weird. It wasn't the same game. And, oh my god, I should have scored there. Nice one-timer from Steve Thomas. Here comes Bukaboom off the blue line. Turgeon with the check. Bukaboom shot saved by Healy. Why is Bukaboom so close? Like, you would never see him behind the net. Ever. So anyway, NHL hockey had no players license. Then NHLPA 93 had a Players Association license, but no NHL license. So that's the reason why, like, the Islanders are Long Island in that game, which, makes no sense. So this was kind of the first game that got it right. But the thing is, it got it so right that people still, 22 years later, god damn, how old that makes me feel that this game came out 22 years ago, and that Pierre Turgeon isn't on the Islanders anymore. And the Islanders aren't fresh off a semifinals appearance where they defeated the Washington Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins, the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, before they lost to the Montreal Canadiens, who eventually won the Stanley Cup that year. But the whole thing is, it's like 22 years ago, this game still resonates, it's still fun. New save animation in this game, that was another really cool part of this game. There was new save animations, like, we weren't at a point yet where so much stuff had been done, so it didn't feel like the same game was coming out every year just with a roster update. EA Sports has done an excellent job over the past 3 or 4 years by adding elements to the NHL series to make it worthwhile. But see, like, the difference between NHL PA 93 and NHL 94, all those new save animations, the logos in center ice, the animations were better, you had more players. The shootout, another thing I forgot, they had shootouts in this game. That was like a really fun, another new save animation right there. A lot of quick and dirty gameplay. So yeah, you could play your 5-minute period and stuff, but the shootout was really cool. So, that's me, that's NHL 94. Peace! What's up?